Home and Away spoilers follow for UK viewers. Coming up on Home and Away, Lacy employs a private investigator to look into the crash that killed her mum. Elsewhere, Mac finds herself on the receiving end of Remy's rage, John wants to keep Irene close, and Rue receives news about Cohen's father. Here's a full collection of 14 massive moments. You can also check out our collection of 28 spoiler pictures from these episodes. 1. Joe makes a confession to Tane. Lacy and Joe are still at war over who should get to keep their late mom's eternity ring, and neither one is prepared to back down. Joe wants her little sister to remember how close they once were, but Lacy still blames her for Christina's death. Later at the beach, Joe opens up to Tane about the accident. She explains that she was behind the wheel of the car, but has no memory of what happened. 2. Theo sides with Joe over Lacy. Acting on Theo's advice, Lacy invites Joe over, where they continue to quarrel over the ring. In the end, they decide David should keep it as a memento of his wife. The next morning, Joe tries to reach out to Lacy but she rejects her again. Theo takes Joe's side and tells Lacy she needs to let go of the anger she has towards her family. 3. Cash inspires Cohen. Cohen and Cash's bond continues to grow as they play football together and discuss the challenges of being a foster kid. Cash explains how he used to carry out odd jobs around the house as a way of showing gratitude towards his foster mom. His words clearly resonate, and later that night Cohen offers to help Rue clear the table. 4. Lacy vows to discover the truth. The stress of recent events causes Joe to suffer another panic attack. Tane is on hand to help and sits with Joe until David takes over. Witnessing their embrace, Theo tells Lacy that Joe's PTSD doesn't look like an act, but she's not convinced. Lacy asks David for her share from the house sale and tells Theo she's going to hire a private investigator to look into the day of Joe's crash. 5. Irene's loved ones struggle. It's a poignant moment for both Leah and Irene as they complete the transaction on the diner. Reality also bites for John when Irene calls him Jet by mistake. Dana returns from her break with Sunny and rushes straight over to see Irene. She starts to fuss, so Irene orders Dana to stop being a helicopter parent. Later, Sunny finds Irene sat alone in a contemplative mood. He decides to join her and a new friendship is born. 6. John has news for Cash and Eden. Eden and Cash decide to bring the date of their wedding forward after she makes her mind up to invite Jimmy to the occasion. Eager Abigail launches into planning mode, bombarding Eden with questions and bridal magazines. But then John arrives with bad news. Because of the date change, he can no longer act as Eden and Cash's celebrant. 7. Sunny helps Irene let her hair down. Irene is suspicious of Sunny's sudden interest in her and asks whether Dana has sent him to spy on her. He insists this isn't the case. Sunny encourages Irene to focus on having fun, and Dana returns to find them dancing together in the living room. Meanwhile, Alf supports Leah as she tries to adjust to life as sole owner of the diner. 8. John doesn't want Irene to forget him. Dana hears about John dropping out as Eden and Cash's celebrant and is sure it's got something to do with Irene's diagnosis. Irene confronts John and he tearfully admits she accidentally called him Jet. John explains that he doesn't want Irene to forget him and is determined to spend every possible moment with her. 9. Mac and Levi share their secret. Mackenzie and Levi decide the time has come to tell Abigail and Eden about their IVF journey. The sisters are supportive, but Mac doesn't want any more Fowlers fussing over her, so asks Levi to give her a little space. With Levi out of the way, Abigail distracts Mac by flicking through bridal magazines together. 10. Remy verbally attacks Mac. Remy is horrified to discover Avalon has posted pictures of them together on her socials, calling him her muse. Bree is hurt all over again and Remy is annoyed. When Avalon messages Remy to say she's booked a gig for them to play together at Salt, it's the final straw. He storms over to Max and lays into her for approving the booking. Eden and Abigail witness Remy's aggressive outburst and are appalled. 11. Mac remains positive. Watching the ocean together, Levi tries to prepare Mac for the possibility of the IVF not working first time. She's accepting of this, but remains hopeful. The couple then run into Remy, who apologizes for his behavior last night. Mac is understanding and tells Remy to forget about it. 12. Bree's idea surprises Remy. Bree suggests she and Remy should listen to Avalon's song in an attempt to bring closure on the situation. Remy can't bring himself to hear the track and tells Bree he doesn't want anything to do with music right now. Bree assumes it's just the guild talking and secretly arranges for Remy and Eden to play at Salt. Will her plan backfire? 13. Rue reassures Cohen. Rue is concerned when Cohen tries to give her the pocket money he earned helping Harper. She and Marilyn sit Cohen down and explain that his only job is to focus on being a kid and take pleasure from the things he enjoys. 14. Cohen's dad is found. Following what she thought was a positive interview with the adoption agency, Rue is stunned to learn her application has been paused. She makes a call to David, who reveals the police think they've found Cohen's father. But will he want to know his son?